The fact that we be really having to get up every day and go to work is what baffles me. It's like you literally at work more than you're at home. And then when you finally home and getting sleep, it's like you literally get in bed, blink, and it's time to get right back up and do it all over again. God knew not to make me rich because, man, I gotta get rich.
Hello everyone, this is Emmanuel Cook. We will be reacting to a new video today, so make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe down below, and let's get into the video.
They want to work at 3 full-time jobs, y'all, until I buy this house for me and my daughter. We ain't that far, man. It's a journey, though. But if y'all don't know me, man, I'm a single full-time father, man. I work 3 full-time jobs, man. I'm gonna keep y'all posted, though, so y'all can see how I do this shit every day.
The pros and cons of working 3 jobs. The first one definitely would be that every day does not feel the same. I have Amazon Flex, so I'm able to pick my schedule when I can work, and I work around my Amazon schedule with my other 2 jobs. Every day literally doesn't feel the same because it's like you might have to work this job in the morning, the next job, in the afternoon, and then the other job at nighttime. Being able to get paid 3 times. Sometimes you might be getting paid from all 3 jobs on every week, bi-weekly, but for me, I get paid at Amazon weekly, and my other 2 jobs I get paid bi-weekly, and it's alternating weeks. So that means I'm literally getting paid every single week. Regardless of Amazon, I'll still be getting paid every single week, but 2 checks plus that one, bro, I'm eating. 3 jobs equal more opportunities and more people to meet, more friends, more connections, just a plethora of people that you meet or you talk to on the daily. Now for the cons, definitely would have to be that you have no days off. Of course, this is depending on your schedule, but me personally, I have not a single day off unless I call out. Having to take time off from 3 different jobs is definitely a hassle. No social life, and depending on your work schedules, barely any sleep. For me, I prioritize my sleep as much as I possibly can. I feel like this is kind of a pro and a con. You gotta make sure that you build a good amount of discipline when it comes to time management, especially if you're in school or you're running a business on the side. You're going to have to learn how to have great time management. This is a pro because you're able to learn that with all the stuff you have going on, but it is a con because if you don't have it handled, you can lose yourself and you can lose whatever you're doing on the side.
Me being a person that works 3 jobs too, I know exactly where you're coming from. People like to give me a lot of shit, especially on this app, about me working 3 jobs. Oh, I complain too much. Oh, I'm lazy. Oh, I should just work 1 job. Why don't you just work 1 job? I don't understand. The thing is, y'all, I don't know if like people just don't live in the same world that we live in, but it's like that's not a possibility for everybody. I work 3 jobs because I have to. I need all 3 of my income to be able to pay my expenses for the month. I have to work all 3 of my jobs. So that means if I were to just cut down to 1 job, I would be short a third, 2/3 of my income, and I would have to figure out ways to come up with that money. And the thing is, since I lived like that before and I did all the fucking, oh, I'm a DoorDash all fucking night until I come up with $40 so I can pay the rest of my rent, and I'm gonna go get plasma 3 days this week so I can come up with the money to pay the light bill. Like, since I lived in that flight or flight survival mode where I have to go chase money and I have to count out my hours and my times and like stay up for 2-3 days at a time just to be able to make sure to pay bills, I don't want to live like that. And that's why I work 3 jobs now, even though I don't really want to work this much, because it's like you don't have a work-life balance. You don't have a balance for shit, to be honest. Like, the only way I'm even able to take care of myself and kind of even somewhat keep myself together, which obviously is not easy because it's not like an everyday thing, is because I wake up stupid fucking dumb early, but then you have to sacrifice your sleep. So it's a lot of sacrifice, and it's not a fucking choice. Like, I'm sure people don't want to fucking live and work like this. This shit is exhausting as a bitch. Like, it's exhausting to always have something to do every single fucking day. Every day I either work 2 jobs, 2-3 jobs, or I have school and work. And it's exhausting because life outside of that don't stop. Like, like you don't stop having like other obligations, other responsibilities, or you know what I mean, the world just don't shut down so you can just focus on work. And that's not, I don't even want it to be like that, but it's like people give you shit about it, and it's like it's not something that we're doing because we want to do it. We're doing it because we have to, because we live in a shitty ass country. We have to work 7 fucking jobs just to be able to afford your basic ass life expenses. Like, and it's really fucking sad because it's like, for me personally, I always think like this is not how I can live for the rest of my life. Like, if I have to live like this for the rest of my life, I'm definitely fucking moving out of the country. I don't care anymore. Like, I'm not pressed to be somewhere where I have to work myself to fucking death, literally. Like, I can't retire till 75 now. I think that's the like retirement age, or 70 or some shit. That sounds like fucking hell to me. Like, I literally fucking rather either move out the country or just not even fucking be alive, because what the fuck.
Hi guys, so really quickly here, I saw a video where this woman was saying that she is really struggling right now and she needs some help from her partner, but he is refusing to do it. They fight about it. She then goes on to talk about how she's working 3 jobs, he works 1 job. And I just want to say, I don't think they're married, but even if they're not married, you are commingling your life. There's absolutely no way on this earth I am going to struggle by myself and sleep next to somebody else. That's just crazy to me. There's absolutely no way I'm going to do it. If I have to work 3 jobs to get out of the situation I'm in, I'm expecting my partner to work 3 jobs to get out of the situation we're in as well. There's no reason for one person to be financially more stable in a relationship than the other, especially if I'm struggling. Now, it's different if it's my struggle, it's by myself. Fine, dig yourself out of the dirt. But to be in a whole relationship with somebody who sees you struggling and still has no desire to help you, that just says a lot about him. It also says a lot about you. Like, you can do so much better. I promise you, if you're working 3 jobs, there's no way you're the one running up your light bill. And there's no way you're the one eating all your food. So if you leave him, maybe you can drop one of those jobs too.
I feel like we're not talking enough about people with multiple jobs, bro. And I understand if you want to have 2 jobs, 1 full-time, 1 part-time, you're getting about 50, 60 hours, you're working hard, don't get me wrong. But that's manageable and that makes sense. But anything over 3, bro, no, not even over, at 3, what the fuck do you do? Do you even sleep? Like, let's be honest, do you even sleep? Because I'm not gonna lie, I be seeing a lot of y'all with 3 jobs, bro, and I know y'all still not making it, which is crazy for this economy. That is not your problem. But why? You gotta think about it like, bro, at that point, one of those jobs gotta be asking you for extra hours, bro, and you just not giving it because you want to say you got 3 jobs. Unless one of those jobs is like an extracurricular that you have to do for like school or some shit, I do not believe that you have 3 jobs and you still don't got enough hours, bro. Y'all really don't got enough hours at 3 jobs. Is crazy. What's going on? How much do they pay y'all?
I'm gonna tell you the worst thing about working 3 jobs, because I work 80 hours a week and I work 3 jobs. And I don't think it's what people would expect me to say. And this is obviously my own personal opinion on this and my own personal journey. Everybody's different, so I know this is not the case for everyone. I'm actually someone who is used to being overworked, who's used to having my plate overfilled. I feel like I function better and I manage my time better when I am busier. And then when I don't have enough things is when I actually feel drained. I'm just nervous that after I feel like I'm at a place where I don't need to work 3 jobs anymore and my debt's a little bit more manageable and that I feel I have paid off towards it or been able to refinance, I'm worried that I'm actually going to be bored, that I'm actually going to feel less fulfilled and not sure what to do with my time if I'm not overly busy. That's actually my biggest fear now with working 3 jobs. Not that it's overexerting myself. I'm genuinely nervous that I'm going to feel unfulfilled.
Alright guys, here's the thing about working 2 jobs or even 3 jobs. If you really do have to work 3 jobs, then okay. But if you do not have to work 3 jobs, if you can only work 1 or 2 jobs, then it is totally fine. But if you are going to work 3 jobs, only do it for a short period of time and have a clear goal in mind. And stack up a lot on your savings as well. If you have all that income coming in, if you can, stay with your family. If you do not want to stay with your family, stay with roommates and just make it work. But at the end of the day, like, it is really up to you to actually manage your money the right way while having 3 jobs. If you have all that income coming in, you should be in a really good position in life. Or if you're not there yet, you can start to set yourself up for real success.
Story time about how I just ended my dumb ass up with 3 fucking jobs. Okay, so if y'all know, I was working at an insurance company and I don't work there no more because I had to pass that exam to stay there and I failed it once. I could have kept taking it, but I wasn't going to do that. I'm not going to beg in a fucking exam to make me pass. So yeah. So then it took me like another week and a half, maybe 2 weeks to find another job. So I ended up going to an interview at Walmart. There's a Walmart right here close to me. So I went to an interview there and she said she hired me, but she never like called me how she said she was. So didn't get that job. And then I actually kept applying to other Walmarts, but hold on. So I ended up getting a part-time job. Well, I got a full-time job at this fast food place, but she was like kind of playing. Like, she told me I was hired. She told me to give her a few days, and I was giving her a few days, but I was like really impatient because like I need a job. So I ended up applying for somewhere else, and I got that job like that, and she already gave me a start date. I started yesterday, but then the girl from the first job finally got back to me and she wants me to start tomorrow. So now I've got 2 jobs, and then the second job I got hired at, I'm going there tonight, and then the first job that I got hired at that she was kind of playing, I start there tomorrow morning. So now I've got 2 jobs. And then y'all, a few minutes ago, fucking Walmart just texted me for an interview, but a different Walmart. And kind of cocky, but 9 times out of 10, if I get a text for an interview, I'm gonna get the job. Even though I said that about the first Walmart, I didn't actually get an interview there. I just walked in and basically lied like I had an interview because they wasn't even hiring me for real. But
So now I think I'm gonna quit the second job, and I'm gonna keep. If I get hired at Walmart, which I'm sure I will. I think I want to work at Walmart and that first job, and quit the second job that I'm gonna go to tonight. But I've heard a lot of bad things about working at Walmart, and I don't know if like about any other Walmart locations, but I know like the Walmarts down here, they don't do rehires. Like whether you put a 2 weeks notice in, like even if you leave on good terms, like they don't do any rehires whatsoever. Like they do not do any. So yeah, but they get paid really good. So that's all I want to say. I'm blessed and I'm grateful that I have 50,000 jobs, but some got to give.
I seen a girl make a TikTok video the other day and it made me so sad, right? Because she was basically talking about how she works 3 jobs and she's still struggling. And a lot of us know what the hell she means, because yes, you can work 3 jobs and still can't afford to live and survive, right? And when I was 19 years old, I found out about something called manifestation. And this is when it changed the whole outlook on money, on the world, on everything. See, the only difference between me and her, I used to also be the person that had 3 jobs, literally, and still couldn't afford to do shit, literally, yo. Oh, goodness, thinking about it is so terrible, right? But we are what we think about. Our thoughts become our realities. So if we feel like we lack and we are in need to where we need to get another job, that is not going to bring more money. It's us sacrificing to get more. But this is what we're supposed to be doing. You're not supposed to feel, because when you feel, your emotions bring your reality about you, right? So when you feel like you have no money, your life is going to be surrounded about having no money, right? Makes sense. But when you feel like you don't lack nothing, when you feel like every single day you wake up, you receive something, when you feel like when you open the doors to endless possibilities of money coming to you from any type of way, that's when it will come to you. I'm starting to get chills, y'all, because now we're getting deep. Before I learned about manifestation, I used to work for $1. I used to search for $1 on a 3D on Earth. We got like 3 different types of dimensions: the 3D, the 4D, and the 5D, right? And what the naked eye is looking at is the 3D. So I used to always be searching for $1 on the 3D. And when you do that, it becomes extremely hard. That's why some people steal. That's why some people, scam, because they are looking for money in the 3D, not knowing there's actually money in the unknown. You just have to be open to bringing it to you. Literally, I'll give you an example. So I wake up every day and I tell myself I always have more money than I need. I cannot help but to attract a lot of money into my life. And so this one random day, I checked my bank account and I got a random deposit from Lowe's Hardware for $300 for no reason. And then I stopped and I immediately thanked the universe, because this was me manifesting my money. And if you limit yourself to the ways that you think the money will come, the money won't come to you in that way, because I would have never in a million years thought that I would have got a random deposit from Lowe's Hardware, because I never shopped from there. So you have to be open. You have to be open to all of the possibilities that money can come to you from any way. If you think the only way I could get money is I gotta work, I gotta hustle, that's the only way you're going to be able to get money, because that's the way your mind is set. My mind is set. I got money sitting in the 40 that's coming to me. So I really don't got to stress about no money, because money comes to me easily. Money comes to me every day. So change your mindset. Change your mindset. Stop trying to get money in the 3D so much, because it'll start seeming like you drowning. Start getting that money from the 40 and let money come to you in all different types of ways. Yeah.
A quick reminder, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe down below, and let's continue the video.
I don't think I've actually ever worked this much in my life. I'm a hard worker, so I always work hard, don't get me wrong. But I got one job, Family Dollar, okay, cool. I also got a hair business. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do my little hair business, make a little money from that, okay. You know how long that should take, though, don't piss me off. Then I was like, let me get a warehouse job. Package handling. That starts at 3 a.m. every morning and ends at 8 or 9. Oh. Mind you, with no car. Bro, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, bro. today alone, and this is my first week. But today, I had 3 good mental breakdowns, but I'm not gonna lie. And this is the worst one because I had to work a double, and then I gotta go in at 3 a.m. Real God, please help me.
As for me, I've only had 3 jobs for a short period of time, and I was young and I used to put in hella hours. I mean, I still do, but it was a lot more back then. I used to wake up at like 5:30 a.m. And I would come back home by like 12 a.m. And so I really only got like 5 hours of sleep a night. And I did it for about 3 months, and I had 3 restaurant jobs, and my legs were always swole. But again, if you are going to have 3 jobs, have a clear goal in mind and actually manage your money the right way. And if you can, have roommates or stay with your family in order to not have to work as much, only because you will have a lot less expenses if you are sharing your expenses with other people.
So the thing is, I don't work 3 jobs in one day. That's crazy. So I drive the school bus Monday through Friday. You know, the kids go to school Monday through Friday. When my kids get out of school, I go to work at McDonald's because they have a more flexible schedule. And sometimes I work on the weekends, but I'm gonna tell them I can't do that. And then I work my security job on the weekends as needed because I get paid the same day that I go in.
I genuinely don't get how some of you bitches get like 8, 9 jobs. You telling me you juggling 2 jobs, you work in the morning and then working that motherfucking afternoon? I'm struggling on my one little job. I literally worked the 11 to 7 today because, you know, a bitch gotta pay for his motherfucking tuition. But you bitches, you mean to tell me you work 11 to 7 that you go in an overnight shift? When do y'all sleep? When do y'all sleep? Or you're just, or is my Celsius warriors really kicking in right now? I don't get how y'all be drinking them Celsiuses and shit. My heart will literally start thumping out of my body every single time I see a bitch. Y'all got a Monster or a fucking Celsius in y'all hand or a damn Red Bull. Do y'all not like y'all heart? And I'm not sitting up here trying to judge y'all, but it is coming off a little judgy. Because how is your heart doing? When I literally drank that fucking Red Bull, y'all, I literally never had like that such a feeling. Like, bitch, my heart was pumping on my chest. It was pumping. Drinking them Red Bulls just to sustain those 2 jobs, is it really worth it? I mean, the money worth it, but like, when do y'all get the chance to sleep? When do y'all actually get the chance to pour back into yourself and use the money that you actually do have and enjoy it? I'm not working just to not enjoy my motherfucking money. I'm working to enjoy my motherfucking money. I'm working just to be able to afford a Chanel bag. That's why I'm working. I'm paying this motherfucking tuition. Because I'm going to be that corporate bitch. And you know what? Now that I think about it, bitch, that's kind of very rich coming from me. Because I did have 2 jobs. But being an RA don't kind of feel like a damn job. Even though it is a job, it don't feel like a job, if you know what I mean. So, I had 3 jobs at one point. Damn. But I never drank no damn Celsius. Clock that. Like, I never really relied on the damn Celsiuses. Oh my God. Those little energy drinks, please stop drinking that, y'all. It is so bad for you. Please. I literally say this to every single one of my friends, and now I'm saying it to y'all. Please stop drinking those damn energy drinks.
The idea of working myself to death at a company that doesn't even care about me does not sound very appealing to me, so I'm just not gonna do it.
All the people that got 3, 4, 5 jobs. How the hell y'all do that? How the hell y'all do that, man? Look, we all know that the economy is real bad. The economy is so goddamn bad. It's almost like you can't even survive off a goddamn one job no more. But to all the people, and I got friends that keep telling me, oh man, you need to get, oh man, why don't you get a 2nd job? Why don't you get a 3rd job? Why don't you get a 4th job? For fucking what? For what? It still ain't gonna pay the goddamn bills. Y'all stop killing yourself over these goddamn jobs. You got 3, 4, 5 jobs, and you can still barely afford to pay your goddamn rent. I need my rest. My rest comes first. I need my rest. I need my rest. I need my rest and my sleep. I'll be damned if I'm gonna give up my health and my sleep and my rest and my sanity for some goddamn 3, 4, 5 jobs and still barely afford to pay the goddamn bills, but still barely afford to live. At this point, I know it sounds crazy. I'd rather sleep in my goddamn car. I'd rather sleep, get an RV or something like that. Y'all don't kill yourself for these goddamn jobs.
Hey guys, I'm gonna be telling us how I was able to work 3 jobs this summer and how I managed my time. So one thing for me was that my school year did ended early. I came back to New York around like April 20th something, and I got started working at my first jobs in May. So the first job I did was the bartender job. I started from May, and then my last day was last Saturday. So I went from May to August, and I usually work 3 days a week for around 6 hours each day, and that's around $17 an hour plus tip. But the tax rate is a lot, so like don't think I get that paid that much from that job. For example, if I work up to like 800 hours that week, my paycheck will be around $700, even including tips. And that job is usually from 5 p.m. to 12 a.m. So yeah, that's how long it was. And then my second job, I got it through SYEP, and I chose to work at the camp thingy because I wanted to like work there one more time, because I feel like it's my last year being able to work there before I start like internships next year and stuff. So I worked there just because I wanted to give back to that place, and I really enjoy working there. And for that job, I got paid $16 an hour, and it was from 12 to 5, so like that's another like 5 hours each day. And that was from Monday through Friday, so it's 5 hours, 25 hours a week. And that started from July to like August, around 7 weeks or 6 week program. And then throughout that time, I was working with this agency, and I was just like being their model for them when they shoot like promo videos for the restaurants. So I got paid $50 an hour from that, but like it's only like 2 hours or 3 hours a day. And I would say it's like either twice a week or twice every week. And I did maybe like 5 of those gigs, and that's about it. And from TikTok, revenue wise, I made around $100. The most I made was $200 from my time back from April to August. I haven't got paid for August yet. From like April, May, June, and July, I got paid around 100 to like 200, but like it's around more of the 100 range. And also, I've been spending less money on shopping and buying things because I'm just like, I don't need them yet, or like I don't need anything right now. And like I think a huge plus for me saving money is that I feel like shooting videos at a restaurant where I get to eat for free. So usually when I go out with my friends, we usually don't have to pay, and that is the biggest budget saving thing that ever happened to me. But that's how I was able to manage 3 jobs this whole summer. And yeah, I did get burnt out sometimes, but it's okay. So the overall message is that you have to make sure your work don't overlap each other. So for example, my summer camp job was in the daytime, my bar job was at the nighttime, and then I still made time to hang out with my friends because my bar job was only 3 days a week, and I also had weekends to hang out with my friends. But that's about it.
So this person is suggesting that pre-med students just work 2 to 3 jobs and save up for their own tuition. So just work a few jobs, save up, you know, the $500,000 it's gonna take for med school. How many years would it take you, you know, after graduating undergrad, which, you know, you need a bachelor's degree to even apply to med school, and that also, you need loans for that often. How many years do you think it would take you to save up $500,000? Do you think you could? Do you think you could just like square that away? You can be self-made. Yeah, that's what people are doing when they're taking out the federal loans. Like the most self-made people are the people who rely on these loans. That's like the whole point.
Guys, here's the thing about having 3 jobs and paying for a degree. First of all, it's not easy. If you're in school and you have to work and you have to pay your own bills, you have to pay rent and start saving up for your college, bro, that's not an easy feat. And we all know that school is very expensive now. Even with grants and scholarships and all of these things, they're very expensive. And a lot of the times you still have to take out some loans, especially for grad school. And so it is very unrealistic to work 3 jobs in order to be able to live.
Okay, so as you guys know, I'm 21 and I work 2 jobs because I'm saving up to be able to move out at 21. And a lot of you guys ask like questions of how it is working 2 jobs, and let me break it up for you. First of all, I work as a host and at a warehouse. So I work at a restaurant and a warehouse. So guys, I'm gonna go back. We're gonna start keeping like a little work diary. So 4th of July, I clock in, and keep you not like 20 seconds into my shift, there's already someone like ready to pay. So I obviously go like, you know, greet them, treat them nice, whatever, do what I gotta do, right? And holidays, my restaurant does not accept coupons. I don't know why. I don't make the rules. Don't question me for it. It's out of my control. So this customer has a coupon. I'm like, hey sir, it's like, sorry, due to the holidays we aren't accepting coupons. And mind you, we have a sign when you walk in and we have a sign when you're gonna pay. And he gets irritated and he starts like mumbling, like cussing me out, and he throws his receipt and his card at me. And I'm just like my coworker was like shocked. So I grab the receipt, I scan it, and I'm like, I give him his total, whatever, $34.20. And I'm like, whenever you're ready, sir, like tap or insert your card after he had just thrown it at me because I didn't pick it up. Like, no sir, you're not gonna come here and disrespect me and expect me to pick it up like you're freaking dog. Like, absolutely not. And then like literally the next customer, same shit. Like, entitled people, guys, like throwing fits over like $5 off of their like total or whatever, right? Throws a fit, like doesn't even let me finish my sentence when I'm like, hey, like we don't accept coupons. Can I speak to your manager? And you know what's the worst part? When you tell them the rules and your manager doesn't back you up and he just lets them have the discount, and then like you kind of just look bad in front of the people. But anyways, I love my manager, but come on, stop doing it dirty. And then guys, my second job, I've only been here for like 3 weeks and they had me training. I've been here for 2.5 weeks and they already have me training this like new hire. It's cool, I liked it, but she's cool. Like, I think we're like friends now, kind of. I don't know, we talk, we laugh, but yeah, she's cool, she's chill. But yeah guys, that is a little recap of my day working 2 jobs. But let me know if I should keep doing like little work diaries.
After some investigation, I have concluded that this girl that came on here and told us that she's working 3 jobs, not seeing her son, asking the man that she's been with for 7 years for $10, he get upset. That girl, I have come to the conclusion that she is lying, that she's just trying to troll us. I know we invested, I'm invested, so I had to do some investigation. She's trolling us, she's lying. Unless this man comes out in the next 24 hours and like say something and redeem himself or free himself of this slander, I don't believe her. Because there's no way. Like, I feel like she's trolling us. Every time I go on her page, she's talking about the same thing over and over and over again. We got it. But unless he comes out and he's a real person and he tell us like, hey, I actually exist, I feel like we need to drop this story. Because nobody's going to come and embarrass themselves in the internet this much and then get mad at us when we chime in. There's no way. I just don't believe it. I just don't believe a grown person would do that to themselves. So he has 24 hours. He needs to come out here. She needs to put the camera on him or something and be like, when I work 3 jobs, you don't give me $10, right? And he's going to say, right. Then we can move forward. But to conclude my investigation, I'm going to say, it's not. Yeah, it's all made up. It's all fake. Because there's no way. And then you get mad at us. I'm sorry. Investigation concluded. Good night.
Real talk, how do you not fall into depression or burnout from working so much? So this is in regards to me working 2 full-time jobs, 16 hours a day, 80 hours a week. So here's a quick look at my schedule. I work an overnight job from 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. and then I go into my morning job from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., which only leaves me from 5 to 10:30 to do everything else. Eat, sleep, errands, shower, etc. Now I'm gonna keep it real simple. In order to work that much, 16 hours a day, it takes 2 things: mental strength and physical strength. The mental part of it is knowing that you're literally going to get 3 hours of sleep, 4 hours of sleep, and that's going to be the new normal. You have to have the mental fortitude to tell yourself, I want this so much that I'm okay with that. The physical aspect of it, you have to take care of your body and you have to be strategic and smart about how you're doing it. So I'm just gonna do some rapid fire tips that have helped me. Number 1, my jobs are really close together. You don't want a job that's too far out. 1, because that's taken away from time that you can be sleeping, and being on the road while being exhausted is dangerous. Another tip, make sure one of your job ends close to when the next job starts. As you can see, I have an hour and a half in between, which is enough time for me to take a nap, but also not too much of a gap to where it's eating into my sleep later. Drink water. Eat. You have to take care of your body if you're going to plan to survive on 3 hours of sleep, 4 hours of sleep consistently. Find something that helps you stay up, whether it's coffee, whether it's energy drinks, whatever it is for you, baby. I am an energy drink fiend. I keep energy drinks in my car. I keep energy drinks in my office. This box of Celsius, this box of Red Bull, this box of Red Bull. Then there's this Celsius down there. Then I got some more in my work office. That way I am never without an energy drink. The best advice is staggering your off days. My off days at the hotel are Monday and Tuesday, and my off days at the office are Saturday and Sunday. That means that I only have to double up and work 16 hours a day 3 times a week. For the other 4 days, I only work 8 hours. Now, that means that I get 0 days off, but I only have to do the 16-hour back-to-back cycle 3 times a week. The next piece of advice is be strategic with your PTO. Use your PTO to give you off days. You have to be good at time management. You have to be able to get home, shower, do your errands. Like, you cannot lollygag, because that is time that's cutting into your sleep. And there's so much that goes into it. Like, it is a lifestyle change. Working that much is a lifestyle change. You feel like you're going crazy. I don't want to encourage people to do it, but if you are going to do it, just be smart about it. Be strategic about it. If you have any specific questions, let me know. I'll be happy to answer.
Not all mom influencers are the same. They're not the same. Do I wish I was a stay-at-home mom? Instead of working so hard and having to leave the kids and come and scrub toilets, it's just hard all around. I'm trying to post my content. I'm trying to record what it's like to have 3 jobs. I still try to read them bedtime stories. I try to show up to everything. So sometimes it's hard. You know, I'm on here and I'm dancing and all of that, but it is hard. It's hard. It's hard. It's really hard being a working mom, especially when you work so much. I went to the store and I got brownies so that we can make brownies together tonight and watch a movie just to get some extra time. So that's it.
Guys, overall, here's the thing about work. At times, you can have only 1 job. At times, you can have 2. At times, you can have 3. If you have actual goals in mind and you want to achieve a certain thing, then you can achieve it. But be smart about it. Be very strategic how and when you work and how long you work, and when you need rest and when you do not need rest. I appreciate you guys watching the video today. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.